Marble Fubeca continues to push the boundaries of marble sports, and today they have brought us to the first edition of Mar Baseball. Hello again, friends. I'm Keanu, Biedrzycki, glad to have you here for a very interesting event, something unlike anything we've ever done before. You see the classic course for our marbles, but now you see the Mar Baseball field as they'll drop into that field and try to score some runs, as you see our very large viewing group. Social distancing not necessarily in effect here, but everybody's safe, healthy, and glad to be here for a unique event, unlike anything we've ever seen before here on Marble Fubeca. See spectators all throughout the grandstands of this field, the great Mar Baseball Stadium. Tournament, as always, is going to be a 16-team field, all representing their countries, similar to the way the NBA does their playoffs. Uruguay and Argentina will face off, England and India. As well on the left side of the bracket, that top left quadrant will be Portugal against Italy and the United States against Germany. As you flip over to the right side, it is Russia and France. The Netherlands against one of the powerhouse countries, Mexico. China takes on Chile. And Brazil against Canada. Those are the 16 teams. And we have never seen this before, but the first two teams that'll take a crack at it will be Uruguay and Argentina. Uruguay is the blue, the more white and light blue marbles is Argentina as they make their way through this course. Let's see who's the first one down. And it looks like it's going to be Argentina, and they get a quick score. And now everything trying to settle out. Let's see if anybody can get anything else. Those are a couple of the Uruguay marbles trying to get a last-ditch effort. They cannot, and it's a 1-0 shutout. So we have a look at the replay here. Almost a point there, but a rebound and going through the right field fence for Argentina to score the only point. The rest of the marbles unable to get through as they swing through where that fidget spinner is. If you end up down there, you're out. And so Argentina eliminates Uruguay by a score of 1-0 as Brazil and Canada will face off. You saw there, one of the Argentinian marbles made their way through the center field marking, but they didn't stay. That's what matters. You have to actually get through there. First down is Canada. Now Canada gets another one, and a third. They scored the first run. One for Canada. There's a second for Canada. Brazil puts one through. 3 for Canada now. And they're going to win this one because only one marble left, and now falling for Brazil. Canada knocks out Brazil early in this one with a 3-1 win. As they put up some big points there. Here's the first score. That marble goes flying through the air. This is a very interesting dynamic that you're going through. You want to know, obviously, you want to get through there when you are kind of by yourself. Give yourself the most open opportunities. You see down the right field line, there's a point. That was the first of 3 for Canada as Brazil scores there. But Canada puts in 3, Brazil gets just 1. They're knocked out early, and Canada is into the quarterfinals as the United States and Germany face off. Germany with the black marbles, the USA with the blue and white. And let's see who gets through first. They're all really right in a line there, and the first one down will be the United States. They don't get any through. Still no scoring to this point. Germany puts one in. Here's one for the USA. They are tied at 1 apiece. Germany has an extra chance. Do they put anything with it? The answer is yes. They knock one through at the last moment, and Germany knocks out the United States with a last-minute score. As that one stayed tight throughout. Germany put up the first one right there. Just made its way through. The U.S. knocked one to the right field line. And then that final marble ends up putting in the final point, and it's the game-winning point for Germany. One bouncing all around, nearly came off the course. Just sneaks through the right side for a 2-1 win for Germany to advance to the next round. As Russia and France will face off. Russia's got the more maroon-looking marbles, that bright blue for France. Should be easy to tell those apart. France has the first 2 coming through the line. Let's see if that plays out. Who's first? There is 1 point for France early. France, almost put another one in, not to be, but France has the only marbles left, and that will be a 1-0 win. As Russia never really threatened to put points on the board there. Have a look at the replay. Just stayed in for France. That one nearly bounced back like we saw from the first round with Uruguay and Argentina. England and India now. These ones aren't as easy to tell apart. It's India in the lead with the first 2 marbles. England has a little bit more of a tan coloring to it. No scoring yet. Still no scoring. Here comes one for India. Oh, another one just barely missed going through. That's another Indian marble, though, so it wouldn't matter. And at the end of the day, 1 point for India is enough for a 1-0 shutout win. A lot of close calls. There's the one that counts. And India moves on. They'll take on Argentina in the next round as Chile and China face off. Chile in the yellow, blue, white, and red against the red marble of China that has the first 3 in order. And wow, yeah, first 3 in order and 4. And the first one's there. Still no scoring to this point. There's one for China. Does Chile have an answer? The answer to that is going to be no, as it goes through a swing and a miss there at the end. And another 1-0 win in favor of China this time. Chile had a last chance effort but could not put it through. Just missing the Chilean ball. Able to knock that one through the left field opening to move China to the next round where they will take on Canada. And now Portugal against Italy. Portugal with the green, Italy in blue. Four of the first 5 are Italian. And 1 point early for Italy. Another point for Italy. Portugal needs to pick it up and in a hurry. And they only have 1 marble left. They will... Will they score? The answer is going to be no. There it is, finally. And it's a 2-0 win for Italy. That one looked pretty dominant. Never a doubt in mind there as a quick score on the first one. You really, as I can tell through this first round, you want to be the first marble down. It gives you the best opportunity to put up points early if you can accurately connect. There was the second score for Italy that gave them a 2-0 win. They take on Germany. Knocked out the United States at the very end, and the Netherlands takes on Mexico now. Mexico with the mint blue. Or, excuse me, mint green, and the orange and blue for the Netherlands. No scoring yet. There is 2 for the Netherlands, 1 for Mexico, a third for the Netherlands, and they're going to take this one 3-1. As the Netherlands scored 2 and very quickly made it really difficult for there to be an opportunity there. You can see there was the score, the third one for the Netherlands, as they took care of business pretty easily there to win the final matchup of this first round, which means they get France. And we move on to the quarterfinals. Argentina against India. Argentina with the blue. Make their way through this course. No scoring yet. Still no scoring. Still a lot of marbles that haven't come down to the course yet. There's a score. It belongs to Argentina. Argentina has the final marble, so it doesn't matter. It's a 1-0 win for Argentina for a second consecutive round. They put up just 2 through the first 2 rounds, but they are on to the semifinals, playing great defense. Good pitching from the Argentinian crew. There's the score that made the difference down the left field line. That's it done then. They are 1 step closer to the finals. China and Canada here. Canada with the all-white, classic look there. As they spread out pretty evenly here as they try to make their way down to the field first. Who comes through first? The answer is going to be one of the Chinese marbles. They're going to get the first 2. Now here comes Canada. Nobody scored yet. China is close. There's Canada down the left field line. They're going to score their first, and it's going to be the only one they need for a 1-0 shutout win. As the defense continues to take priority here. There was the score that gets it done. Just flips it down the left field line there. And Canada punches the second ticket into the Final Four. Germany and Italy face off now. Contrasting colors there, the bright blue of the Italians. They've got the first marble by a pretty good stretch at this point. Does that pay off? And the first one down in. They're the first one out. No scoring yet. Still no scores. We've not seen a shutout. We will not see a shutout. Germany scores, and oh, another chance at the end. Let's see, does Italy have anything? The answer is no. And Germany pulls off a 1-0 win, as Italy had the final two marbles and a good opportunity to put something together, but could not get it done. And so they are in. They will face Argentina in the semifinal. And Canada gets the winner of France and the Netherlands. France in the blue, the Netherlands with mostly a red-orange color on their marble. They've got the first marble leading the pack down this course and into the funnel. Out first, though, I think was one of the French. Maybe the Netherlands score. They had 3 scores their first time. They're going to score 1, and it's another 1-0 win. As the defense continues to be dominant here in the first edition of Mar Baseball. Hard to score, clearly, as the Netherlands takes out France, despite not having the first marble down onto the field. And we reach our Final Four. Germany and Argentina will face off. Argentina has scored 2 points in 2 rounds, but they've won them both 1-0. Germany knocked out the U.S., and they won 1-0 in the quarterfinals. Here comes down first. Everybody's circling around. No score so far. There's a point for Germany. Argentina in trouble. Oh, they're close to a point. They don't score it. Germany has the final ball. They'll let it fall. It's a 2-0 win. As Germany steals a couple of points and again advances, and the run of luck runs out finally for Argentina. They score just 2 points, but they'll finish with a top 4 finish. There was the first score on the left side, followed right up with a pretty solid hit there to give Germany a 2-0 win. And they have their spot in the final. They'll take on either Canada or the Netherlands. 2 countries that have some baseball prowess. The Netherlands more than you'd think for an American game. Obviously Canada just to the northern border of the United States, but the USA knocked out early. And there's a point for Canada. The Netherlands had a strong going early, but they are in a little bit of trouble here. They have a ball that didn't make it through, which means they're in a whole lot of trouble. Canada scores again, and the Netherlands have a ball that never came down. It got stuck in the funnel. It didn't matter anyway. They lose by 2. I don't know how that happens, but that is a really, really disastrous finish for the Netherlands, and it locks Canada into the final round and a chance at a championship. The first ever Mar Baseball tournament. An opportunity that we may see the Canadians as the top team. Another look at the replay, and it was not a strong effort by any stretch for the Netherlands, who looked pretty good in the first couple of rounds. Now Germany against Canada for the finale, but first we'll go for third place. It's Argentina and the Netherlands. Argentina has scored just 2 points in 3 tries, but somehow they may finish with a third place finish. Meanwhile, the Netherlands scored 3 in their opening round matchup. Oh, they had a ball that may have just lost its place on the course. No scoring yet. Argentina trying to get a score. There's one more ball for the Netherlands. Do we get it, or do we get a tie at 0-0? Oh, I'm sorry, Argentina scored a point out of nowhere. Totally missed it. And I'm right, there was, in fact, one of the Netherlands failing to make it on the course, just completely fell off in it. Fall from grace there for the Netherlands, who looked so strong in the first 2 rounds, to struggle so badly. Watch right here, just completely thrown off the course. And so third place for Argentina. And now it is the finale between Germany and Canada. Black versus white. Germany has the first ball through this course. For the final time, they make their way down. Oh, it was a little bit of a pass there for Canada. And no scoring. It went through but could not stick. There's one for Canada. There's one for Germany. Another for Canada. Germany has one more ball. Oh, they're close. They couldn't get it. Two more left. Here's the final ball. Germany, it's going to go through. And it's a 2-1 win for Canada and a championship for the Canadians. An action-packed finale. And for the Canadians watching from high above left field, a chance to celebrate. They are the first ever champions of Mar Baseball, and they do it with an excellent finale. Let's have a look at the replay. When scoreless at the beginning, off the left field wall and through for the first point. Canada had taken the lead. Germany evened it up. A shot to the opposite field there. Right side, and then Canada scoring the final point. As you saw, they just went with an onslaught of balls, really upping their opportunity to score, and they just snuck it through the right field side as Germany unable to put up anything at the end. Congratulations, though. Argentina third place with only 3 goals scored for the entire tournament. Germany takes second, but they all aspire today to be Canada, as they get the win in the first ever Mar Baseball tournament. You can see there they will have that posing with the entire team and their flag represented on the marble along with the Mar Baseball Championship trophy. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to all of the competitors. They can say that they were a part of the first ever Mar Baseball tournament here on Marble Fubeca. And what was certainly a fascinating, different type of sport, but certainly a lot of fun, and I'm sure the competitors had a great time. And so, hopefully, we'll see more of that in the future. Until next time, though, I'm Keanu Biedrzycki, and you've been watching Marble Fubeca.